Hello learners, today we are going to talk about class 12th geography textbook, that is India, People and Economy, chapter 10, Transport and Communication. Have you ever thought we are dependent on how many things in our day-to-day life? Say for example, try recalling what all you have used since morning. You must have used toothbrush, toothpaste, water, tap, soap, towel, clothes and food, etc. What do you think? Do all these products get produced nearby? No, right? They are produced in different parts of India and get transported to the places where the need is. Similarly, there are many things that are also imported from other countries. Now the question arises, how do these products get supplied to us for different uses? The answer is with the help of transportation. We also communicate with our dear ones and we do this with the help of means of communication. You must have written letter or called up your dear ones. All these are the means by which we communicate with each other. This means that the material things are exchanged with the help of means of transportation, whereas ideas etc. are exchanged with the help of communication. In the previous book, you got to learn about transport and communication in general and in the context of the whole world. In this session, we will be focusing our discussion on transport and communication in the Indian context. The type of transport and communication depends upon our need to move things from place of their availability to the place of their use. Human beings use various methods to move goods, commodities and ideas from one place to another. Let us try to find out what are these types. The diagram shows the major means of transportation. As you can see, transportation can be classified into three major types: land, water, air and their various subtypes. We will take up each major type and discuss about it one by one. Let us discuss about the first major type of transportation, that is land transport. The muddy path at the countryside, the black, shiny, long stretches of highways and the road from your door to your school all form part of land transportation. During ancient times, mud roads or unmetalled roads were there. With the advancement of technology, metalled roads made from coal tar were built up. Then came the development of railways and pipelines. We will take up road transportation, the first subcategory of land transport at first. Did you know that India has one of the second largest road networks in the world with a total length of about 56 lakh kilometers? About 85% of passenger and 70% of freight traffic are carried by roads every year. You will be surprised to know that Sher Shah Suri built the Shahi or Royal Road to strengthen and consolidate his empire from the Indus Valley to the Sonar Valley in Bengal. You can see the Maqbara of Sher Shah Suri in Sasaram district of Bihar. This road was renamed the Grand Trunk or GT Road during the British period, connecting Calcutta and Peshawar. At present, it extends from Amritsar to Kolkata. It is bifurcated into two segments. First is National Highway NH1 from Delhi to Amritsar and B NH2 from Delhi to Kolkata. I will tell you a short story. Sharad wanted to visit to his friend's place to play in the evening. The vegetable vendor comes in the evening only, so Amma has told Sharad to accompany her to the nearby market and then visit his friend's place. Sharad is very excited and wants to share a news with his friend that his cousin will be coming to his house during summer vacation. So, all will be using some or the other means of land transportation. Tell me, Who will use which type of land transport? First, Sharad going to his friend's place will use which type? Yes, he will use metal road. Second, vegetable vendor coming from nearby village to sell vegetables will use which kind of road? Yes, maybe unmetalled road or kacha road. Third, Sharad's cousin to visit his house during summer vacation will use? Yes, rail transport. By this, you must have understood that for a short distance, we use road transport and for longer distance, we use railways. For the purpose of construction and maintenance, roads are classified as national highways or NH, state highways or SH, and major district roads and rural roads. Let us take up these one by one. First is national highways. The main roads which are constructed and maintained by the central government are known as the national highways. These roads are meant for interstate transport and movement of men and material in strategic areas. These also connect the state capitals, major cities, important ports, railway junctions, etc. The length of the national highways has increased from 19,700 kilometers in 1951 to 1,01,011 kilometers in 2016. Though the national highways constitute only about 2% of the total road length, but they carry 40% of the road traffic. National Highways Authority of India (NHAI) was operationalized in 1995, which has got the responsibility of construction and maintenance of these highways. Have you ever heard about Golden Quadrilateral and North-South Corridor? These two road networks were conceived during 1999 and launched in 2001. Golden Quadrilateral is the construction of 5,846 km long 4 or 6 lanes high density traffic corridor to connect India's 4 big metro cities of Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai and Kolkata. With the construction of Golden Quadrilateral, the time, distance and cost of movement among the mega cities of India has been considerably minimized. North-South Corridor and East-West Corridors. North-South Corridor aims at connecting Srinagar in Jammu and Kashmir with the Kanyakumari in Tamil Nadu, including Kochi-Salem spur, with 4,076 km long road. The East-West Corridor has been planned to connect Silchar in Assam with the port town of Porbandar in Gujarat with 3,640 km of road length. Second is state highways. These are constructed and maintained by state governments. They join the state capitals with district headquarters and other important towns. These roads are connected to the national highways. These constitute 4% of total road length in the country. Third type is district roads. These roads are the connecting link between district headquarters and the other important nodes in the district. They account for 14% of the total road length of the country. Fourth one is rural roads. These roads are vital for providing links in the rural areas. About 80% of the total road length in India are categorized as rural roads. There is regional variation in the density of rural road because these are influenced by the nature of the terrain. Fifth is other roads. Other roads include border roads and international highways. The Border Road Organization or BRO was established in May 1960 for accelerating economic development and strengthening defense preparedness. This was through rapid and coordinated improvement of strategically important roads along the northern and northeastern boundary of the country. It is a premier multifaceted construction agency. As you can see in the picture, it has constructed roads in high altitude mountainous terrain joining Chandigarh with Manali in Himachal Pradesh and Leh in Ladakh. This road runs at an average altitude of 4,270 meters above the mean sea level. Apart from the construction and maintenance of roads in strategically sensitive areas, the BRO also undertakes snow clearances in high altitude areas. The international highways are meant to promote harmonious relationship with the neighboring countries by providing effective link with India. Do you know Bharatmala is a proposed umbrella scheme to connect backward areas, coastal areas and to construct number of bridges to improve connectivity of distant areas of the country. You can try finding out more about this. The second major category of land transport is the rail transport. Indian Railways network is one of the longest in the world. It facilitates the movement of both freight and passenger and contributes to the growth of the economy. Mahatma Gandhi said, the Indian Railways brought people of diverse cultures together to contribute to India's freedom struggle. Indian Railway was introduced in 1853 when a line was constructed from Bombay to Thane, covering a distance of 34 kilometers. This means that Bombay to Thane was the first railway line laid in India. Indian Railways is the largest government undertaking in the country. The length of the Indian Railways network was 66,030 km as on 31st March 2015. Its very large size puts a lot of pressure on a centralized railway management system. Thus, in India, the railway system has been divided into 16 zones as you can see in the given table. On the basis of the width of track of the Indian Railways, 3 categories have been made. First is broad gauge. The distance between rails in broad gauge is 1.676 meters. The total length of broad gauge lines was 60,510 km in March 2016. Second is meter gauge. The distance between rails is 1 meters. Its total length was 3,880 kilometers in March 2016. Third is narrow gauge. The distance between the rails in this case is 0.762 meter or 0.610 meter. The total length of narrow gauge was 2,297 km in March 2016. It is generally confined to hilly areas. Now you must be wondering, what does this gauge and the distance between the rails signify? Not to worry, I will tell you. The more the distance between the rails is, faster is the speed of trains and bogies. They are more stable in the broad gauge. There has been lot of improvements in the functioning of railways since the time it got started in India. Indian Railways has launched extensive program to convert the meter gauge and narrow gauges to broad gauge. Moreover, steam engines have been replaced by diesel and electric engines. This step has increased the speed as well as the haulage capacity. The replacement of steam engines run by coal has also improved the environment of the stations. You must have seen or heard about Metro Rail. Metro Rail has revolutionized the urban transport system in Kolkata, Delhi and now in other cities as well. replacement of diesel buses by CNG run vehicles along with the introduction of metro is a welcome step towards controlling the air pollution in urban areas. Areas around towns, raw material producing areas and of plantations and other commercial crops, hill stations and cantonment towns were well connected by railways from the British colonial era. These were mostly developed for the exploitation of resources. After the independence of the country, railway routes have been extended to other areas too. The most significant development has been the development of Konkan Railway along the western coast, providing a direct link between Mumbai and Mangaluru. Railway continues to remain the main means of transport for the masses. Railway network is relatively less dense in the hilly states, northeastern states, central parts of India and Rajasthan. There are several Hindi movies and their songs that have been picturized on railways. Not only these, but there are many poems also written on rail transport. These all signify the importance of railways in our lives. Friends, let us now recapitulate what we learnt today. We learnt about first, what are transport and communication, second, categorization of transport, and third, land transport and subtypes of land transport. I hope you must have understood these concepts well. In the next session, we will be discussing about other means of transport and communication. Thank you.